From the Macon Coliseum and the Macon Centerplex, it is the girls AA state championship final. Battle of Region 6. Number 1, Buford Wolves at 25-7 against the second seed, Lovett, 27-5. Good afternoon. John Nelson here, the coach Sean Golden right next to me. We are your partners for the 2A and the 3A championship game later on this afternoon. Thanks for watching GPB. However, you are watching the GHSA championships this weekend. Sean, it's a battle of 2 region teams, but one's been here before. One wants to be in the same team.
Well, this is what it's all about. Buford has great defense. They want to pressure the basketball all night long. Lovett's going to come in. They want to score. When Lovett hasn't scored over 40 points this season, they've got 3 losses. That again, that doesn't. If that happens today, they could have a 4th.
All right, let's talk about the road, too. Let's start off with the Buford Wolves, the reigning 3-time champs in AA. Kendrick winning by 50 over North Oconee, who was ranked 10th in AA. Heard County in the quarters. Brooks County 70-37 in the semifinals to get them to this particular game right now. Their opponent, Lovett, once again, 4 up and 4 down. Lovett gets here with their 4 wins to get to this particular matchup. And it was, once again, you're talking about Brooks County and Heard County. For Buford, you're talking about Laney, Model, East Hall, and Carver Columbus, 4 up and 4 down. The coaches, we're going to talk about them in just a second. But, Sean, you talk about Buford. Let's talk about Buford here. And the idea that a senior will lead them who's been there since she's been a freshman.
Well, this is what it's about. Carter is an awesome player. What she does is great. She handles the ball. She's strong with the basketball, but she looks to be the leader. She's going to Tennessee. She's coming off hurt. She's hurt her ACL, so she's not 100%. But if she does show just a little bit of what she's capable of doing, it's going to be a long night for the Lions.
All right, let's come back out and talk about Lovett. Lovett coming in here with that record of 27-5. Liz Kennedy looking for that first title. And once again, you're talking about another player, 5'9", in Tatiana Jackson, that has gotten them to this point.
Well, now this young girl can really play. Going to UT Chattanooga. She might not be the best player on the team. She might not be the team's MVP, but she's their MIP. That's the most important player. Scored 30 points versus Modell. She could come out and put up some numbers tonight. She could keep this team in the hunt.
Now, once again, you're talking about teams that have played each other. We know about familiarity. Are there going to be any change-ups today?
I don't think there's going to be some change-ups. Both teams know each other too well for there to be any change-ups. It's going to be who can do the 2 things, who can defend well, make shots, and then at the end, play hard and play aggressive and play smart.
All right, third member of our broadcast team today is on the sideline. She will be patrolling. It is Nikki Noto. Nikki, what do you have?
Well, John, I actually have a little tradition that I want to enlighten you guys about. John, you specifically need to take notes. I want you to pay attention to Buford's Coach Durden's tie. You know that he has been to this championship game quite a few times. Well, let me just tell you a little something. Last year, he forgot his championship tie. He buys a new one for every single championship game. Last year, he left it, and the missus had to bring his tie to him on game day. No worries, though, fellas. Thursday night, she put it in the luggage. It is here. He is wearing it, and he looks ever so dapper. Like I said, John, take some notes.
And I'm certainly going to do that from the pride of Midville, Jean Durden. That is your setup. We will come back with starting lineups in the girls' AA championship game from the Macon Centerplex and the Macon Coliseum. Lovett and Buford around the corner right here. Stay with us on the great GPB.
GPB's broadcast of high school championship basketball is made possible in part by supporters of the Georgia High School Association, including the following.
More heart.
More drive. More will.
More guts.
More sweat.
More dedication.
More practice. More control.
More clutch.
More hard work.
More fun.
More family.
More love.
More basketball.
Baseball.
College tennis.
More every day.
More everything. More.
More to come.
More Wilson.
The Basketball High School Championships on GPB are made possible in part by the Georgia High School Association, which thanks Georgia Farm Bureau for their support.
Through its many programs, the Georgia High School Association is training tomorrow's leaders. At Georgia Farm Bureau, we also promote leadership development programs. Farm Bureau serves its members through a host of services, from insurance to health care to popular discount programs, delivered through your local Farm Bureau office.
Farm Bureau, benefiting your community and state. Helping you is what we do best.
PBS celebrates the legends of classic country.
Like a rhinestone cowboy.
I'm gonna make my brown eyes blue.
Please help me, I'm falling.
Monday at 7:30 on GPB. We are Team Continuum.
Team 6.
Team Thrombosis.
Team Heartthrob.
We're going to win the Adventure Prize because
we believe everybody needs it.
Our product saves lives.
Welcome back for the girls' AA championship from the Macon Coliseum and the Macon Centerplex, the Battle of Region 6, Lovett and Buford. Let's take a look at your starting lineups, and let's start with Buford. We talked about Andrea Carter in the open, and you got to take a look at number 3.
Kayla Davis, I tell you what, the daughter of Antonio Davis, NBA star, this girl is a superstar to come.
Dillard, Dara, and Nelson, the other 3 in that starting 5 starting lineups brought to us by our friends at Regions. Flipping the card, going over to Lovett. We talked about Tatiana Jackson, and there's another 5 there as well. You're going to see Brown, Eason, Johnson, Jackson, and Umeri.
Umeri, number 44, special last name, but she is going to be a load to handle today. Let's see what can happen with Buford.
Starting 5's out on the floor now here at the Coliseum. And let's see if Buford can get into rare air with 4 straight championships, or if Lovett gets there first. Ball in the air, and there we go. Lovett will end up with it. Taylor Brown wearing 11 this time. You're used to seeing her with 21, wearing 11 today in the darts. Umeri, near side to Erica Eason. Working perimeter, looking to penetrate the 2-3 zone set up by Buford early on. And once again, Brown looking to go on Maya Dillard. Off the elbow, Umeri thinks about it. Back out perimeter, takes the jump shot. Is Eason looking for the cutter. One more time, baseline jumper. Doesn't hit anything, and will Buford get the rebound? Yes, they will. They don't let it go out of bounds. Maya Dillard for Buford.
You see the pressure from Buford, putting that defensive pressure on, trying to attack in transition.
Whistle on the play, foul on Buford, and they'll move it back the other direction.
And this Nelson is using the body, got caught with trying to seal off and allow the path to the basket. Good offensive play, just resulting in the foul.
41 seconds in, we are still scoreless. Once again, battle of Region 6. What Gene Durden said is the toughest region in the state when it comes to girls basketball, and we get to see number 1 and number 2 out of Region 6 battle for the championship right here. Kristen Johnson looking, jumper there, off the rim, no good by Eason. Battle fought for on the inside, and it's picked up by Christina Nelson.
Again, Buford doing a good job limiting to Lovett to 1 shot, getting the ball in transition, trying to make a good play here on the offensive end.
Brown, Maya Dillard thinks about the jumper. Pass inside, picked away, and Lovett coming down with it in transition. This is what they like to do. They have numbers 3-on-1, off the rim, no good. Fought for it in the inside. Lovett's going to try it again. Umeri, ball stripped away, and it's out of bounds.
Yeah, look at that great possession defensively there again for Buford. Listen, Buford's averaging almost 8 charges a game. That's part of their defensive arsenal. They want to get deflections, but more importantly, be in position to take the charge and force a turnover.
Foul called on Umeri. That is her first. We'll keep an eye on that as we go as well. Buford somewhat deeper, and they've had to do that out of necessity this year because of injuries. We'll get into that storyline as we go. Working it around, Dara inside. Nelson shot partially deflected, back out with it is Umeri for Lovett. Eason over half court, guarded by Kayla Davis. Umeri near side baseline, once again working the perimeter. Taylor Brown. 2 minutes in, no score between Buford and Lovett for the AA championship. Kicks it back outside. There goes Brown into the paint, kicks it back. Once again, the inside shot not there because of the collapsing Buford defense. Lovett forced to work the perimeter against this changing zone. Sometimes 2-3, sometimes box and chase. Taylor Brown guarded by Maya Dillard. There's Umeri with Mackenzie Dara. Ball knocked away by Kayla Davis with Eason. Eason directing traffic one more time.
I like what Buford's doing. Just stand in front of the offense, not trying to get a steal and gamble. Stand in front, trying to force the outside shot, get the rebound, be in position.
Jumper no good, second chance no good, out of bounds, stays with Lovett.
In the full court, what Buford does, they want to force you into turnovers. In the half court, they just want to keep you in front of you, force you to shoot the contested shot, and get the rebound.
Emily Adams in, Christina Nelson out for Buford. Shot in the paint, no good, misses everything. Once again, rebound by Buford. Dillard, outlet to Mackenzie Darrow, looking to drive on Lovett. They've got a whistle on the inside on the drive.
Again, back to the strength of what Buford does. They want to force you to the outside shot, protect the basket, get that outlet, and go in transition.
As you look one more time, Darrow in the paint finds two Lovett bodies and his contact for the foul.
You got to take it strong to the basket. That's what it's about, championship basketball.
First free throw, misses everything.
And you can expect some jitters today. These girls are going for 4 straight, so there's a little pressure internally and externally, and so they've got to understand to embrace that and to be ready to come out here and get it done.
Callie Case, number 2, in for Buford, replacing Maya Dillard. Case heading to Alabama, but for softball. Still no score off the 2 misses. We are 3 minutes into the first quarter. Off the save. Doesn't happen. Foot on the inline. And we are still scoreless. Once again, defensive battle. Lovett looking to do things in transition, but knowing they weren't going to get as many transition baskets as they normally do because of the Buford defense. Two teams have played each other. Buford winning 58-44 and also winning 45-39. It's hard to beat a team 3 times in one season. Shot by Davis up no good. Rebound on the inside to Ramirez.
That was a good move. She's got to elevate just a little bit more to get that ball up on the cylinder.
Eason looking to pass. Once again working around. Johnson jump shot on the outside off the rim. No good that time by Tatiana Jackson. And the first points of the game go to Lovett.
And that's what they have to do. They got to be able to score the basketball, especially on second chance opportunities, because that's when you really put pressure on the defense of losing their assignments.
Coming up on the halfway point of the first quarter, only 2 points on the board between Lovett and Buford. Kayla Davis sets up for a 3 off the front of the rim, no good. Tried to be saved by Lovett to send it back the other way. Scramble on the floor. Callie Case has it, rolls it to Emily Adams, who gives it back to Kayla Davis for the reset.
These girls are ready to battle today. Both teams are playing very hard. A lot of emotion.
Carter, guarded by Eason. Kick to Case. Looking baseline to Davis, comes back out, works it inside instead, and around to Emily Adams. Andrea Carter tries for the save, doesn't happen, and it goes out of bounds. And with that, we have reached past the halfway point here in the first quarter. 3:35 to go first quarter, and there's only been 1 basket made. Lovett with a 2-0 lead over Buford. We'll have more of the Class AA championship when we come back here on the Great GPB.
Broadcast of this program is made possible in part by the following.
As leaders in our communities, Georgia's locally owned and operated electric membership corporations are proud to sponsor the Georgia High School Association and to help our student athletes become the leaders of tomorrow. Georgia's electric membership corporations, lighting the way.
As a strong, stable bank, we're always looking for opportunities to boost the vitality of our communities by supporting local events and finding financial solutions for our customers in all economic times. Regions is proud to be a partner with Georgia Public Broadcasting in building a better Georgia.
The Atlanta Dream, Atlanta's back-to-back Eastern Conference champions and Atlanta Sports Council's Team of the Year, is back at Phillips Arena on May 25th with 2012 Olympic hopefuls Angel McCoughtry and Lindsey Harding and Brazilian Olympian Erica de Souza. It's the Dream's 5th anniversary season this summer at Phillips Arena. Ticket information at atlantadream.net or 877-977-7729. Run with the Dream.
When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come.
The Class 2A state championship. Where are you going?
I'm going back to high school. Your dreams
Rock legend Ronnie Spector and John Bowser Bauman bring your favorite rock, pop, and doo-wop memories back to the stage in an all-new My Music PBS special.
Tuesday at 8:30 on GPB.
Welcome back to the Macon Coliseum and the Macon Centerplex. Only one bucket on the board in the first 4.5 minutes. The Buford cheerleaders looking for something to cheer about, but right now it's been all defense. There's Liz Kennedy, the head coach of Lovett, 94 and 73 in her 6th season at Lovett, 215 and 113 overall. And she knew what she was getting into today with Buford. Once again, very familiar teams both sides.
I tell you what, if I'm Coach Kennedy, one of the things I'm doing, I'm taking a little bit out of Coach Durden's playbook, defense.
Right now, that's what you're getting. Lovett from the floor, 1 for their first 6, 17%. Buford is an 0 for 4, rebounding edge to Lovett at 5 to 4. Shot on the inside, off the rim twice, no good. Rebound back to Lovett. Once again driving, and a whistle on the inside on the drive.
Well, Lovett is doing a good job of attacking the offensive glass. You see Buford really trying to scramble into half-court defense, get some traps in the corner, trying to get turnovers, but Lovett's doing a good job of passing the basketball around, hitting the open person, attacking the rim.
Jackson had 28 in the semifinal, 28 and 10. Foul was on Kayla Davis. That'll be her first. Free throws up and good.
Let's talk about the defense right here. There's a trap in the corner. Lovett doing a good job and hitting the basket underneath the basket. But here's what I'm loving right here. The second chance opportunity to rebound. That's what Lovett's got to do.
4-0 Lovett. The only points on the board go to the Lions in this case. 3:15 and counting first quarter. Buford so far stymied by the Lovett defense. Kayla Davis on the drive off the rim, no good. Jackson with the rebound. Looking to kick out, but there are 3 Wolves looking to press at any opportunity. Finally getting help now from Eason to try to clear half court. In the passing lane, dangerous play. Knocked out of bounds by Emily Adams.
And Lovett was prepared for the pressure. I'm sure they practiced maybe 5 against 8 on the floor. You got to meet the passes, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're shortening the passes. They're meeting the pass through the passing lane. Is doing a solid job, and Coach Kennedy has done a great job of preparation for this game.
Once again, the substitution for Buford that you'll see. Nelson in, Adams out there in the middle. So Christina Nelson at 6'4" is going to be in there to go up against Kristen Johnson at 6'2". Umeri thinking about it, driving on Kayla Davis, spin move, double team in the corner, tries to kick it back out, looking for help now. Gets it on the floor and 2.
I'll tell you what we said at the beginning, offense versus defense. Right now, the offense is really taking it to the defense of Buford.
Brown to Kristen Johnson for the 2, and it is 7-0 Lovett over Buford, and a foul on the inside. That time it looks like it's going to go on Callie Case.
It's about being a little patient. Buford can't get rattled just early because they're down by 7 points. They just got to be patient, take their time, and it's definitely going to come.
Correction, the foul on Tatiana Jackson of Lovett, but the turnover goes back to the Lions. That's their 3rd turnover this quarter, and there's your field goals right there. Lovett 25% from the floor of 2 of 8. Buford still an 0 for it, 0 for 5 coming up on the 2-minute mark. And I'd love to know the last time that Buford has gone 6 minutes scoreless to start a basketball game.
Well, they score off their defense, so when you're not getting a lot of transition baskets and Lovett's keeping it in the half court, it's very hard for you to get those points that you're accustomed to.
Try by Umeri is no good. Outlet to Kayla Davis, looking to start and stop again, throws it up and no good, but we're going to get, looks like an offensive foul on Davis.
Coach Kennedy has done an awesome job of having her young women prepare for this game. They're playing both ways. They're playing offensively. They're being patient, taking good shots, but on the defensive end, they're being superb.
And that's something to keep an eye on now. The foul on Kayla Davis is her 2nd. So we'll see if Coach Gene Durden has any adjustments that he has to make, or if he's just going to continue to have Davis out on the floor, and for how long. As we reach 90 seconds to go first quarter, Lovett up a touchdown, 7-0. Knocked from behind, and that will be a foul on Case, as Taylor Brown tried to drive the baseline. Liz Kennedy has to love what she is seeing so far. Gene Durden has called a 30. He's not happy with what he's been seeing. We're going to take a quick timeout. We're going to come back with more from the Macon Centerplex on GPB. Stay tuned.
Basketball high school championships on GPB are made possible in part by the Georgia High School Association, which thanks Georgia Farm Bureau for their support.
Through its many programs, the Georgia High School Association is training tomorrow's leaders. At Georgia Farm Bureau, we also promote leadership development programs. Farm Bureau serves its members through a host of services, from insurance to health care to popular discount programs, delivered through your local Farm Bureau office.
Farm Bureau, benefiting your community and state. Helping you is what we do best.
Welcome back to the Macon Coliseum. 6-0 Lovett right now with the rebounding edge 7-5. Everything is going Liz Kennedy's way so far.
Well, she's being patient on the offensive end. And when you're offensively patient, you're forcing the defense to fatigue. So now Buford's got to play aggressively, offensively as well, too. They use up so much energy on the defensive end, they can't capitalize offensively.
Taylor Brown with the free throw to make it 7-0 off that free throw attempt, and the second free throw is up, rimming around, no good. So 1 of 2 from the line for Lovett. We are now back to 7-0. Once again, Lovett up. No offense on the board for Lovett. And steps call on Calico.
Yeah, she had a little travel there, trying to overdo it and rushing in transition. Buford, just take your time, move the ball around. It's going to come to you, but you just can't force the play.
5th turnover now for Buford in the first quarter. 75 seconds to go in the frame. Taylor Brown calls at midcourt, guarded by Case. Trying to free Jackson off a screen. Works her way into the paint, ball deflected. That's what the height of Christina Nelson at 6'4" will do. Goes back to Buford. Buford trying to get something going on offense as we go under a minute, first quarter. Dillard passing to Dara for the 3.
Yeah, it was a good shot. She teed it up, passed it out, tried to get the offense to move around a little bit, came back to it for the wide open shot.
First points on the board for Buford after 7 minutes plus of being scoreless in the first quarter here in the championship game. Coming up on 30 seconds to go, first quarter. Umeri looking to drive. Wave it off the call steps again.
One of the things you always talk about, getting that monkey off your back. Getting that first basket may have helped Buford get a little bit more confidence and energy into their offensive scheme.
Julia Selman in the game, 22, replacing Umeri for the remainder of the quarter. There's Andrea Carter, and there's Umeri getting to the bench. Buford trying to get Davis and Carter untracked. Get them into the offensive scorebook. Carter looking inside for Christina Nelson. Pass too high and out of bounds.
When you don't have Davis in the game, everything's going to collapse deep inside the paint. So it's hard to really get the ball into paint when you have 3 or 4 defenders around the post.
Dillard, Case, Dara, Carter, and Christina Nelson for Buford, with Kayla Davis sitting with 2 fouls. Coming up on 15 seconds to go, first quarter. The first quarter has been all Lovett. 7-3, only 1 basket for Buford as they try to chase after their 4th straight title in Georgia high school basketball. Pass on the inside, out of control, saved, kick it back, got time running out. Shot will go off the side of the backboard, and that will do it for the very interesting first quarter. But for Buford, it's for the wrong reason, only putting up 3 points on the board. Lovett leading Buford 7-3 after the first 8 minutes. We've got 3 quarters to go for the next championship to be determined here in girls AA. Stay tuned here to the great GPB. We'll have more in a sec.
Broadcast of this program is made possible in part by the following.
Regions Bank is proud to sponsor the Directors Cup, a year-long competition encompassing all girls and boys sports in every region and classification throughout Georgia. The winning schools are honored for their sustained and overall athletic achievement. Please join us in celebrating this year's Regions Directors Cup winners, because at Regions Bank, we believe in working together to build better communities.
When you invite a plumber into your home, do you know if they are state certified? Why is that even important to you? Here's why. A state certified plumber cannot misrepresent themselves by telling you that they can do a job only to find out later that they were not qualified. Now you're out of time and money. At Plumber 911, all our plumbers are certified by the state of Georgia. They have more than 10,000 hours of on-the-job and classroom training, plus a background check.
begins to go for it, and it was a scrum on the floor. And you see Maya Dillard at the, you see Mackenzie Dara at the bottom. She's reaching for that left shoulder, and it doesn't look good. And here's your last bucket.
Again, good give-and-go action right here. Faked it and saw the defense overplaying. She cuts to the basket. Dillard was able to get the deuce.
Mackenzie Dara wrenched that left shoulder. You can tell she is not enjoying the pain coming out of that left shoulder right now. We'll keep an eye on that, too. This is another thing that this whole squad for Buford has had to deal with, the injuries. Gene Durden said he was happy to have bodies to put into jerseys today, to have a full roster to suit out.
Well, he's exactly right. His team is, that injury bug has kind of hit them all year long. And even talking about Kayla Davis, she hasn't been able to shoot the ball as well because she just got off of a dislocated shoulder.
And you're talking about Andrea Carter, who had a knee injury. You see her wearing a knee brace when she's in the game. 4 for Buford. She's wearing a knee brace on that left knee. She's only been in her 13th game right now with this particular ball game. Free throw up and in for Taylor Brown. Ball game tied at 8. 5-4 on the inside. Lovett coming back with it. Taylor Brown, cross court, working it around to Kristen Johnson inside, knocked away by Emily Adams. Back comes Kayla Davis.
Buford does a great job of rotating defensively. They don't want to allow the ball to easily get into the paint, so they do a good job of rotating and getting deflections at the same time.
Carter ready to check back in for Buford at the next dead ball. Maya Dillard gives to Kayla Davis. Back out Mackenzie Dara. Dribbling with that left arm that got wrenched in the scrum back at the other end. Dillard and Callie Case. Dara on the perimeter. Case from 17. Got it.
Good ball movement, side, top side. When the ball reverses in any kind of half-court offense a couple of times, definitely is going to be someone open for an easy deuce.
10-1 run now for Buford with the 10-8 lead here as we approach the halfway point of the second quarter. Taylor Brown for Tatiana Jackson, looking to drive on Case and Dillard. Jumper from the outside is too strong. Rebound, Kayla Davis.
Here we go, one and done shots. That's what Buford wanted to force. Loving to taking those shots. Getting back.
Beautiful pass, Kayla Davis to Callie Case.
That's just good box board run offense. Box out, board the ball, rebound, outlet, get a transition basket.
Margin is now 4 for Buford. Starting to pull away a little bit. Runner is good that time by Tatiana Jackson to put an end to this Buford run. Three and a half and counting, first half. Maya Dillard looking for anything in the paint. Gets it to Callie Case. Case on the inside. We got a whistle as Emily Adams tried to put the ball up. Foul on the clear out right there. And that means we're going to take a break with them as we have 3:23 to go in the first half. Buford was down 7-0. They are now up 12-10. Under 3.5 to go here in the girls AA championship. Buford looking for 4. Lovett looking for their first. We'll have our answers when we come back here on the great GPB.
Basketball high school championships on GPB are made possible in part by the Georgia High School Association, which thanks Georgia Farm Bureau for their support.
We strongly believe in training the leaders of tomorrow. That's why we're proud to be part of Georgia High School Association program. Farm Bureau is a nonprofit organization serving our state for nearly 75 years. While we focus on farmers in rural Georgia, our benefits are available to all, from insurance to health programs to popular discount programs.
Georgia Farm Bureau, helping you is what we do best.
Welcome back to the Macon Coliseum and the Macon Centerplex. Buford was down 7-0. Now they're up 12-10. And now questions for Lovett. You got to figure that Liz Kennedy's trying to stop the bleeding here somehow.
Well, here's the thing. We talked to Coach Durden. This is what he said. Their offense is their defense. And what I mean by that, they want to score off of defensive transition opportunities. Defend in the paint, force the wicked shots or get transition baskets, but they have to score off of their defense. That's what makes them so powerful.
From the floor this quarter, Buford is 4 of 5, 80%, 5 of 11 overall. That is 45.5%. Lovett 4 of 14 from the floor, 29%. So you've been talking defense, and we're seeing defense as we go. 3:23 to go, first half. Buford will inbound. And they're trying to fix the scorer's table a little bit, considering when that Andrea Carter ended up in the scorer's table. She kind of dislocated the billboards, and we have to make sure that that's a flush table now.
Oh, you're exactly right. You got to protect these young girls because they're going to give 100% out here on the court.
Inbound off the glass is no good. Fighting for the rebound as Andrea Carter Lovett comes out with it. 2 on 3, but that's not going to stop the attempt at a bucket, but the ball's knocked out of bounds. Callie Case from behind.
I tell you what, one of the things about a good defensive team is when it's in transition and you get a chance to back tip. They did not give up. Buford didn't give up on the play, was able to back tip, and that allowed them to come in with an easy deuce.
Jackson looking to inbound. It's going to have problems. Almost had to call a timeout there. Just got it into the 5 count. Taylor Brown working the perimeters, and Julia Selman double clutch, and they call steps.
I tell you what, I saw something there in Dillard. Dillard had a nice little closeout with her hands up, forced Lovett to actually reconsider taking the 3, which caused the turnover.
Maya Dillard has been on the team playing as a freshman. She's now a junior. She's going to be getting a lot of looks in the next year. Inside, Christina Nelson tries a spin move. They're going to call steps the other way.
I tell you what, Nelson's doing a good job of posting. I think she's posting a little bit too high. Get a little deeper, simplify the plays that she's trying to make, the up and unders, and take it straight to the rim.
Our officials today, Tim Buckner, Meadow Overstreet, and Lawana Johnson. They're the ones in the striped shirts calling all the whistles that you hear. Looking to the inside off the pass. Triple teamed in the paint. Looking to get out of trouble is Carrie Mutombo. Now in the game for the Lions. Taylor Brown, jumper. Called bank, rolled in, rolled back out, and back comes Buford.
That was textbook defense by Buford. Not letting the ball come into the paint, even off the dribble. Good job defensively.
Kayla Davis looking spot up 3, too hard. Andrea Carter crashes the boards looking for the rebound. Lovett coming back the other way with Tatiana Jackson. Taylor Brown, once again, you're seeing this perimeter look with Eason and Selman and Brown. You talk about contain, and that's what they're doing. It's pressure contain. Lovett trying to draw them back out of that 2-3 to try to find some kind of a hole to get into the paint and get a bucket. They've been in a drought for a long time.
Again, trying to attack the paint. You attack the paint with the dribble, force the defense to help and commit. Good things will happen.
On the drive, Tatiana Jackson, ball considered a jump ball. Alternate possession goes to Buford. Great play by Andrea Carter there in the paint.
Great officiating, clean block, hands on the ball. Ball's going to the other way.
Carrie Mutombo will sit after getting a couple of good minutes in for Liz Kennedy. We are 100 seconds and counting first half. Buford in a defensive game, 12-10, leading Lovett after being down 7-0. Callie Case offensive foul.
Okay, Coach Kennedy, she's learned a lot from Coach Durden. This is how they defend. This is how we need to do the same thing. Let's mirror a good defensive team, and Lovett is doing a great job of that this afternoon.
Second foul on Callie Case, something else to keep an eye on. So you've got Kayla Davis with 2, Callie Case with 2. As we come up to 1:20 to go, errant pass, Andrea Carter intercepts, and off the glass, missed the layup, and Kayla Davis comes over the back for a foul.
That's got to be one of those that creates a little bit of frustration, especially going into halftime. Get a good steal, an easy basket, just missing the play and missing the opportunity. This was just one of those weird kind of misses for anyone, especially with easy 2 points.
Davis over the back, and that's her 3rd. Gene Durden obviously not happy with the output of the Wolves so far in this first half. Only 12 points against a team that he scored in the 40s easily on in the regular season and in the region tournament. Dillard to Dara, coming back the other way. Mackenzie Dara looking inside to Nelson. Ball batted away, and coming back with it is Lovett as we hit the minute mark. Eason, Dillard guarding. Selman, jumper, got it.
It's good basketball. Lovett, we talked about it. Offense versus defense. Lovett is doing it on both ends. They're playing a good job defensively, moving the ball around, getting open shots.
Lovett with the lead now 13-12. Dillard getting instructions from head coach Gene Durden, guarded by Taylor Brown. Back out to Dara, intercepted, another slow pass. Tatiana Jackson gets a layup.
When you play a team as much as Lovett and Buford has played, you're going to learn a lot. And this team has learned a lot from playing against Buford.
7-0 run now for Lovett to get it to a 15-12 margin. We're coming up on 15 seconds. Maya Dillard thinks about the three. Near corner, Case for three. Off the rim, no good. Fought for in the paint. Christina Nelson off the tap from Andrea Carter.
Nelson did a good job of keeping the ball alive, keeping it high. But they've got to do it. Maintain their defensive pressure and containment right here.
Deflection off the backboard on the steal. Andrea Carter misses the half-court shot. 15-14, and this has got to surprise a lot of people on a lot of different levels, even though these teams have played each other twice already. It's hard to beat a team 3 times in a year.
Well, you're exactly right there, John, but here's the key. Defense and rebounding. Lovett is outplaying them defensively, and they also winning the rebounding edge.
Nikki Noto is side court with head coach Liz Kennedy. Nikki, what do you have?
Coach, it has been an aggressive first half. Your girls are out there, they're playing some hard defense. What adjustments are we going to see in the second half?
Well, you're holding Buford to 14 in the first half. I don't see much need for adjustment on the defensive end. The problem is we've got 15, you know, and they're doing a great job defensively too. I'm very pleased with our defense. I'm pleased with our rebounding. They're sticking with the game plan, you know, but offensively we've got to create some more movement, create some more opportunities for our bigs inside to score.
And offensively, you were talking about, hey, girls, settle down a little bit, make the basic shots, make the layups. They missed a few. How are you going to capitalize on those opportunities?
Well, I think now that we've felt each other out a little bit, hopefully we can understand that we belong here and that we're going to go out and finish the easy shots and put the game away, I hope.
Sounds good. Thank you. Good luck, Coach.
We are at halftime of the girls' AA state championship game between the Buford Wolves and the Lovett Lions. Coming up at halftime, we will hear from both principals. We'll also see what fans are chatting about on the World Wide Web, and we'll also have halftime highlights and statistics. We are at the break of the girls' 2A state championship game. Lovett leading the Buford Wolves 15-14, your score at the half. This is GPB live from Macon.
GPB's broadcast of high school championship basketball is made possible in part by supporters of the Georgia High School Association, including the following.
More heart.
More drive. More will.
More guts.
More sweat.
More dedication.
More practice. More control.
More clutch.
More hard work.
More fun.
More family.
More love.
More basketball.
Baseball.
College tennis.
More every day.
More everything. More.
More to come.
More Wilson.
It was as if they were invisible. It was as if their remarkable accomplishments didn't matter. It was as if they were ghosts. During the last years of Jim Crow, some of Georgia's greatest athletes performed on a separate but not equal playing field. NBA great, Walt Frazier.
I remember we used to eat at some certain people's houses that would serve us food because obviously we couldn't go to the restaurants.
Help us bring this previously untold story out of the shadows, the great athletes and coaches who blazed the trail.
And a lot of those guys were good men. They did a lot in the neighborhood. They gave back. So they really set a good example for me.
To find out how you can champion this project, please go to gpb.org/ghost.
PBS celebrates the legends of classic country.
Like a rhinestone cowboy.
I'm gonna make my brown eyes blue.
Please help me, I'm falling.
Monday at 7:30 on GPB.
He's going coast to coast. Clear the runway. He's coming in.
It's a helicopter slam jam.
He's going to pull up from three. Watch this guy go. Drive, backs it in, and gets it.
We are live at the Macon Coliseum. It is championship week here on GPB. We are at the break of the girls' 2A championship game between the Buford Wolves and the Lovett Lions. Joining us now, the principal of Lovett High School, Bill Dunkel. Bill, thanks for coming on with us today.
My pleasure, Mark.
Tell us a little bit about what the vibe was at school this week, because it's always exciting when you have a team in the Final Four and then, of course, the championship game.
Actually, we're on spring break this week, Mark, so that's been a little bit tough because a lot of our kids are away at various places. But lots of excitement going into this week, and then there's a good turnout here tonight. We've seen a lot of our kids, a lot of faculty, a lot of parents, despite the fact that it's spring break. This is historic for Lovett's girls team, so we're excited.
This is one of the best games we've had in both days so far.
This one's going to go down to the wire, I think, and it's a great game.
Tell us what's going on at the Lovett School right now.
Well, there are lots of things going on at Lovett right now, Mark. We've got a lot of initiatives going on 21st century education. Our upper school is going to a one-on-one laptop program next year. And on April 18th, we have an interesting collaboration with the Ocean Foundation. Alexandra Cousteau, Jacques Cousteau's granddaughter, is going to be at Lovett for an evening lecture open to the public, and also we'll be working with our students during the day. So we're excited about that.
Well, you know, we're playing a game with the principals, asking you a tough question. We had Creatures of the Deep, and with Jacques Cousteau, that's who we should have had for you. But instead, we have Know Your Facial Hairstyle. So check this out. What is this called? It's also called a Donegal or a Lincoln. It grows along the jawline, and it covers the chin completely. Now, what is that called?
I think I would call it a chin curtain, but I'm not sure.
You are absolutely correct. That is called a chin curtain. I don't know what it's called. I guess we'll call it a chin curtain and a Lincoln, but you got it. All right. Well, thanks very much, and good luck in the second half.
I'm glad I got that right.
All right.
Thank you, Mark.
Okay, time now to check in with Jackie Britton to see what's going on the World Wide Web. Jackie?
Thanks, Mark. We've been chatting online at gpb.org/sports, so make sure that you keep chatting with us. Let us know where you're watching the game from. Also, we have a poll that we want your votes on. Today's topic is all about social media on the court and whether or not it's appropriate to suspend a player if he is using his cell phone while he's on the bench. So our question today for everyone is suspension for using a cell phone during a game too harsh of a punishment, or is it appropriate? So be sure to cast your vote yes if you think it's if it's too harsh, or B, no if you think that is appropriate punishment. And let us know what you think and where you're watching the game from. Also, don't forget that we are streaming all of these games live at gpb.org/sports. So if you weren't able to make it out to Macon today, that's okay. You can relive all of the championship excitement on your phone or on your computer. And we're pulling it up right now. We're getting it loading. So if you weren't able to make it down today, or you're not watching the TV, pull up your computer or pull up your phone, and you'll be able to catch all the action. It's all archived, so you can always revisit all of the games that you've seen here today and all of our games here at GPB. Mark, that wraps it up for social media. We'll give it back to you.
Jackie, you look good on TV. You look good on the iPhone there. Way to go. Coming up now, we've got the principal from Buford High School, Dr. Banks Bitterman, and you're a trooper. You're coming in here all banged up.
That's correct. That's correct. So just some injury, but you know what? I wouldn't have missed this for the world. Our kids are pretty incredible, and the support that we can give them is, well, the more we can give them, the better we're going to be.
Talk about the run that your team has had. They're going for 4 straight championships. That means if they win today, one class, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, never lost a championship game.
Well, you know, this is a special senior class, and also a special coaching. Coach Durden and Coach Green, Coach Osmond, they've done a phenomenal job over the last 4 years growing this group. Drea Carter is an absolute sensation. You know, she's number 2 in the class academically. You know, it's a group. It's been fun for me to see as they've grown from young ladies as 9th graders to where they are now. You know, I hope for the best for these kids and look forward to them really finishing this game extremely strong.
During the football season, we asked the principal a question from the Georgia graduation test. This question, not on that test. This is Know Your Facial Hairstyles. Now check this out. Your hints are it's big and bushy and beginning from the upper lip and pulled to one side. The maximum allowed is 1.5 centimeters. Now, what is that called?
I think we go with C, Hungarian.
You are absolutely correct. I might have liked the dolly, I might have liked the handlebar, but you got it correct. Way to go.
Thank you.
All right, thanks for coming on. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
All right, we're getting ready for the second half. We'll be back with halftime highlights and statistics right after this timeout. Stay with us.
Broadcast of this program is made possible in part by the following.
The Atlanta Dream, Atlanta's back-to-back Eastern Conference champions and Atlanta Sports Council's Team of the Year, is back at Phillips Arena on May 25th. with 2012 Olympic hopefuls Angel McCoughtry and Lindsey Harding, and Brazilian Olympian Erica de Souza. It's the Dream's 5th anniversary season this summer at Phillips Arena. Ticket information at atlantadream.net or 877-977-7729. Run with the Dream.
As leaders in our communities, Georgia's locally owned and operated electric membership corporations are proud to sponsor the Georgia High School Association and to help our student athletes become the leaders of tomorrow. Georgia's electric membership corporations, lighting the way.
PBS celebrates the legends of classic country.
Like a rhinestone cowboy.
And I wanna make my brown eyes blue.
Please help me, I'm falling.
Monday at 7:30 on GPB.
Rock legend Ronnie Spector and John Bowser Bauman bring your favorite rock, pop, and doo-wop memories back to the stage in an all-new My Music PBS special.
Tuesday at 8:30 on GPB.
The Basketball High School Championships on GPB are made possible in part by the Georgia High School Association, which thanks Georgia Farm Bureau for their support.
Through its many programs, the Georgia High School Association is training tomorrow's leaders. At Georgia Farm Bureau, we also promote leadership development programs. Farm Bureau serves its members through a host of services, from insurance to health care to popular discount programs, delivered through your local Farm Bureau office.
Farm Bureau, benefiting your community and state. Helping you is what we do best.
We are live at the Macon Coliseum. It is championship week on GPB. We're getting ready for the second half of the girls' 2A championship game between Lovett. So let's send it to our play-by-play team, John and Sean. Let's get it on.
Once again, he's a poet, didn't know it. All right, let's talk about the first half highlights, and the Stars are trying to chaperone their teams to a title.
Well, here's the thing. Buford is doing a good job of defending, but Lovett has come out and really excelled at defense and also scoring the basketball.
Now, once again, a big wait for Lovett to start. 7-0. Let's take a look at the first half highlights. Lovett gets out to that big start, but back comes Buford.
And there you go. There's Dara at the wing, shooting the three, all net, nice setup. Here's Davis shooting the three. She's got to get on in the second half.
Then back comes Lovett.
Now here's Jackson right here, just attacking the defense, slicing it through there. Good move for Jackson. But here's how Lovett is doing. They're playing good defense and getting the easy baskets that Buford's accustomed to getting.
Nikki Noto has Coach Gene Durden, and he just walked away. So much for that. That's the beauty of live television. But you got to think, what's Gene Durden thinking about right now when it comes to the second half?
Well, first of all, he's got to be patient. Be patient. Take your time. You're down by 2 points. It's no biggie. Relax. Your team is trying to force the play. That's all you need to do. Now, Lovett, on the other hand, stay hungry. Be patient. Don't get caught up in trying to make the big plays. Simplify the game. Enjoy this opportunity because they could get their first time state championship.
Now, let's see what we are at the halfway point. Let's look at the first half stats. And there are your numbers right there. Buford looking at 38% from the floor at 6-16. What else stands out?
I tell you what, rebounds. Now, even though Lovett is down rebounds, but they don't have the many turnovers. So Lovett is the one that's actually doing a good job of protecting the basketball and not having as many turnovers.
So then, what do you tell each team if you're the coach for each of these squads? What are you talking about when you're thinking about, what if you're Gene Durden, what'd you tell them at the break?
Guys, again, relax, don't panic. Play smarter, but we got to cut down on our turnovers. That's the only way that we get to come out here with a W.
All right, well, let's see if Sean Golden's channeling Gene Durden the right way as we start the third quarter. Lovett up 15-14. Jumper off the glass, up and in. Tatiana Jackson.
I tell you what, again, we talked about it at the beginning. She is the MVP of the playoffs for this Lovett team.
28 in the semifinal, heading to Chattanooga when her career is done. Case, Dillard, Carter, Dara. Who gets the layup right there from the assist of Christina Nelson. Kayla Davis, absent, sitting with 3 fouls.
Well, you got to cut to the basket. When the ball goes inside, you have to have cutters to the basket, and that's exactly what happened for the easy deuce.
Buford back to being down 1 at 17-16. Taylor Brown looking to drive on Case. Jump shot from the outside. Three-pointer good. Sydney Mary.
Tell you what, man, this is what it's about. Offense versus defense. Lovett's offense is starting to pick it up in the second half. Buford's got to now answer.
Maya Dillard, Andrea Carter outside 3. Inside with the little baby hook. It's good for Christina Nelson.
Getting the ball inside. When you get the ball inside, good things happen on the offensive end.
20-18. Back to a 2-point margin. Jackson thinking about the jumper. Taylor Brown once again. Jackson for three, off the rim, no good. Boxing out was Dara. No one went for the rebound, but it goes to Buford.
This is what you got to do to win. If you're Buford, I mean, you got to contest, but Lovett's doing a good job of hitting the shots on the perimeter.
And that's how you start the third quarter off right, 20-18. Lovett with the lead, but Buford once again trying to work their way back. You saw with the little baby hook shot there from Christina Nelson. Once again, feeding it inside to Nelson, kicking it back to Dillard. 3 seconds.
As you've seen the last couple possessions down the court for Buford, what have they done? They've gone inside to Burton. They've gone inside to her because they know the defense is going to collapse for Lovett. Let's kick it out, or offensively, let's move to the open areas.
10th turnover for Buford in this game. Uncharacteristic numbers for the Lady Rogues. As we come up on 2 minutes gone, third quarter, Lovett leading Buford. Defensive battle, 20-18. Jackson looking to drive baseline on Carter. Does. Up high off the glass. No good. But there for the rebound. And the stick back is Kristen Johnson. But we've got a whistle.
Jackson did a great job of driving to the baseline. She got all the attention. When she gets all the attention, you're definitely going to have a chance to get the offensive rebound. That's exactly what Johnson did. She attacked and went to the offensive glass.
Kristen Johnson to the free throw line for Lovett.
Going to Northwestern.
And apparently she wants to have our jobs when she gets older, and she gets out of the McGill School of Journalism. At least that's what Coach Kennedy tells us anyway.
Exactly right.
First free throw good. Margin back to 3 at 21-18. Sets up the second and good.
Nice stroke.
4 points now for Johnson. The margin is 4. Dillard looking to drive on Taylor Brown. Gives to Case. Case is blocked in the paint. Hits the ground hard. Back comes Lovett with it. Umeri on the outlet. Jackson. Back on the inside. Umeri looking to spin on Nelson. High off the glass and in.
I tell you, she shows you why she's ranked in number 30 in the nation. Sprint down the court. Getting the basket in position. And she's been a low down low.
Gene Gurdon has seen enough for a little bit. He's taking a 30 with the margin back to 6 at 24-18. Now, how did that pass get in from the baseline? That's what I want to know.
I'll tell you what, this is good basketball, kicking it to the corner. But here's the thing. When they went to double team, the rotation didn't come over quick enough. And Yamaris is strong enough and big enough inside that she was able to scoop it up for the 2.
Got under Christina Nelson to get it up with the right hand, high off the glass and in. Liz Kennedy once again emphasizing, stay calm. It's up 6, but we've got a long way to go. Third quarter field goal percentage. Lovett 3 of 5 from the floor at 60%. Buford 2 of 3 at 67%.
But those of you at home, this is what you got to watch. When Buford is on the defensive end, they want to trap the ball on the wings and in the corner and get the rotation. But you got to have good rotation. Rotation doesn't help if you're going to press and trap the ball in the corner. Lovett, on the other hand, they're going to double team the trap in the post, forcing the kick side out of the pass.
Andrea Carter looking to inbound. Kayla Davis back in the ballgame with her 3 fouls, looking to drive on Umeri. Does off the glass too hard. Rebound Lovett. Coming back with it. It's Taylor Brown. Thought about the pass on the diagonal. Kicks it back out. Pass to the wing. Jump shot is off the rim. No good. Fighting for it on the inside. Everybody. Stick back. Jackson rimmed out. No. Rebound Andrea Carter. Coming up on 5 minutes to go. Third quarter. Long pass. Callie Case hits the bottom of the rim. Was a little out of control and was underneath the basket when she let the shot go. So Lovett comes back down. The lead still 6, 3 minutes gone.
Watching Lovett use a little time here on the clock. Not to get rushed past. They don't want to get a rush score. They just want to take their time.
Drive in the paint, and they're going to call a foul as Jackson tried to get 2.
She's good. I'll tell you what, taking her game down at UT Chattanooga, she was able to slice the defense and get to the free throw line.
Fouls the first on Andrea Carter. Jackson's free throw is good. 9 points now for Jackson.
Again, she's been the MVP for this team for the postseason. And that's huge because she's actually taken a lot of that weight off of her teammates.
Second free throw up and good. Points 9 and 10. The lead is now back to 8. Is 7-0 early. Lovett's biggest lead right now at 26-18, 4:45 and counting. Steps call on Kayla Davis.
Trying to rush it. She's got to take her time. Again, we talked about the keys coming out at halftime. Be patient. Don't panic. Relax and take your time. Buford definitely not following that game plan. They're trying to make the first easy play.
Lovett on a 6-0 run here to start the second half. So Buford comes out with a little pressure, a little 2-1-2. Trying to collapse back into the paint. Three-pointer from the corner. There, Tatiana Jackson.
Wow, she's starting to light it up. She's hearing us talking about her being the MVP of the postseason. She wants to be MVP of the tournament, scoring into all areas. 2s, 3s, free throw line. She's doing it all.
29-18 Lovett. Buford held to only 18 points in the paint. Little hook shot up and in. Emily Adams, and once again using the height to their advantage. Buford gets the 2. And Jean Durden calls another 30. And what we'll do is we'll take a quick break with them. 29-20, Lovett trying to distance themselves. We'll have more from the AA championship when we come back.
Basketball high school championships on GPB are made possible in part by the Georgia High School Association, which thanks Georgia Farm Bureau for their support.
We strongly believe in training the leaders of tomorrow. That's why we're proud to be part of Georgia High School Association program. Farm Bureau is a nonprofit organization serving our state for nearly 75 years. While we focus on farmers in rural Georgia, our benefits are available to all, from insurance to health programs to popular discount programs.
Georgia Farm Bureau, helping you is what we do best.
Welcome back to the Macon Coliseum and the Macon Centerplex. Lovett up 9, 29-20, and Jean Durden has taken 2 quick 30s.
Well, this is what it is. This is a coach's mindset. You're down by 9 points. Dead balls, scores. He wants to set his press at all places. So when they score inside the paint, give your kids a little rest. Now you're going to come out, you can extend the pressure on the full court. Every time there's a score, every time there's a dead ball, he's going to try to set his press.
So you've got Jean Durden looking after calling 2 quick 30s. What's Liz Kennedy and everyone thinking about on the Lovett side is we have a very animated Jean Durden on the Buford side.
Well, she understands her girls have to be patient and take their time. Be prepared for the press, set up your press offense each and every time, and be patient with the basketball. You get an easy basket, take it, but if you can use a little time off the clock, utilize it because now the clock is our friend.
9-2 run for Lovett over the last 100 seconds, and at the same time, if you think about it, Durden takes the 2 quick 30s, and he's also got the TV timeout coming up where he can think about things on a longer frame of mind also. Coming up on the halfway point of the third quarter to decide the girls' AA championship. Lovett coming after their first in Region 6 as the 2 seed. Buford, nationally ranked at times. They're the 1 seed out of Region 6. 3-pointers good, Sydney Umeri.
I tell you what, those are one of those plays if you're a coach, you're like, no, yes, good job, great shot.
32-20, Lovett now pulling out to a 12-point advantage again. Carter looking to drive, plenty of space in the paint, off the glass, up, no good. Rebound on the inside, behind Emily Adams was Tatiana Jackson, and she'll go to the line.
Well, gets breaking the press, and this is Brown just weaving herself in traffic. When you see your Mary on the wing, you're like, again, no, yes, I'll take that 3.
So no. Great play, way to go.
Exactly, and that's one of those things as a coach, when your stomach goes way up into your heart, and a great sigh of relief.
I hope it returns from being up close to your heart, though. Does the stomach return?
It does return. It does return.
2 free throws for Emily Adams there. 32-22, back to 10. Soft pressure, 2-1-2, 3-quarter court. Buford will drop back. Third quarter from the field. Lovett 50% at 4 of 8. Buford 50%, 3 of 6. Rebounding edge to Lovett, 5-3. Shot is up, no good, and out of bounds at the 3:15 mark.
So that's not the play that Buford wanted. It's a bad shot, bad timing. 3:14 left in the third quarter. Be a little bit more patient. You can get a little bit better shot.
Carter looking to come up, calling the play. Case flares near side, near the baseline. Kicks it back out. Kayla Davis looking for 3. Off the rim, no good. Case will get the rebound. Thinks about a shot herself. Mackenzie Dara near side. Looking inside, trying to find a hand to pass to, and it's knocked out of bounds. Emily Adams couldn't hang on to it. Kristen Johnson guarding.
If you notice with Davis's shots, they've all been short. I think that shoulder really is bothering her because she's not really able to extend on her jump shot.
Lovett, we talked about their 3-point shooting. They are perfect 3 for 3 in the third quarter. Spin move to Mary, off the glass, no good. Rebound, Andrea Carter looking to break out. 2:40 and counting in the third. Carter down the middle, ball knocked out of her hands and out of bounds by Taylor Brown defending.
Carter just in attack mode there in the full court. Saw a chance for her to get to the rim, and it's taking it full court behind the back, taking it to the heart of the defense.
There's your foul right there, stripping the ball out as she's on her way up. First free throw is good.
Watch the bench of Buford. When a person makes a free throw, the team stands up with a little kiss of a follow through.
And also, with everyone pulled back from the foul line, it gives Jean Durden almost like another quick little 30 to give some advice. Have the players really close by.
There's the bench and the stand-up.
Nothing like a little ritual when it comes to March. 32-24, under 2.5 to go in the third. Lovett working the perimeter again. Taylor Brown works around to pick Tatiana Jackson, who was guarded by Andrea Carter. Callie Case out, guarding Taylor Brown. Looking to dribble to her right. Jump shot partially blocked by Kayla Davis. Rebound on the inside, Christina Nelson. Nelson looking to outlet, finds Carter. Carter off the diagonal, Callie Case. Off the glass, no good. Rebound on the inside. Bodies hitting the floor again, including 2 Buford and 1 Lovett. Carter and Dara for Buford. Alternate possession stays with Buford.
See, Lovett, you got to think 2 ways. You want a good shot or a bad shot. I thought that last possession was a bad shot because it was too early in the clock. Again, take your time. You're up by 8 points. Take your time. You got 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Be patient.
Carrie Mutombo in the game for Lovett, replacing Kristen Johnson briefly. Spin move. Jumper is good. Kayla Davis.
Just being creative and athletic, showing what she can really do.
Margin back to 6, 32-26. Coming up on 100 seconds to go, third quarter. Jackson looking to drive off the right hand, too hard. Rebound, Umeri on the inside. And Andrea Carter hangs on with Umeri, but it stays with Lovett.
Again, one of the things I'm kind of questioning a little bit what Lovett's doing the last 2 possessions is they're trying to score the ball in the first 5 seconds of the possession. Take your time.
1:37 to go. Third quarter. Lovett, Region 6, number 2, leading Buford, Region 6, number 1. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound on the inside by the guard, Taylor Brown. She kings it back out.
Yeah, that's what she's a point guard. She was smart, taking the ball back out. But there's Jackson looking to attack.
And a great move by Mackenzie Dara to kind of box Mutombo out a little bit to see if she was going to make a play for the ball. She didn't. It goes to Buford.
Exactly right. But again, 1:17 on the clock, and I think that's something that's going to be discussed with Coach Kennedy's huddle. Girls, take your time. We're taking too many quick shots, and we're going to give the possession back to Buford.
So then, once again, Liz Kennedy reminding her players, we've got 9 minutes of basketball left we have to play. We've got a 6-point lead. But we have to kind of stay in the flow of things while not getting out of character, right?
Exactly. You still want to attack when the opportunity presents itself, but you don't want to be over-aggressive and force either a turnover or a bad shot, because a bad shot is still equivalent to a turnover.
Now, Buford has won 3 championships in a row. This is their 4th if they can come back from this 6-point deficit. We've seen Andrea Carter evolve from the time she was a freshman to now the time that she's a senior. Kayla Davis has had her moments in it as well. Lovett's missed their last 5 field goal attempts. Buford has made only 2 of their last 7. So that's the mountain that Lovett's having to climb. Is all of this history that Buford has coming into this building. All their championships have been won here at the Macon Coliseum. Carter, dribble drive, shot no good. Foul on the inside will send Carter to the line. Rebounding edge to Buford, 2015. And the foul is on to Erica Eason. That is her 2nd.
Tell you what, we talked about Carter, how good she really is, but here's the thing with her. She's coming off the ACL surgery. She has the brace on her knee, but she's playing up to her strength. I think she's still playing about 90% of her strength. She's playing about 90%, but she's still able to give it all and be effective today.
And remember, Andrea Carter dislocated her shoulder a week and a half ago. So she's having to do things a little differently and rehab the shoulder at the same time. Misses both free throws, 32-26. Still 6-point margin, under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Mutombo out high. Picked up by Christina Nelson, passing around on the perimeter. It's Taylor Brown. Umeri bounce pass inside Brown. Back out to Umeri. Launches a 3. Got it.
Wow. Again, one of those yes type of shots. Good shot from the girl.
30 seconds to go in the quarter. 11 in the quarter for Umeri off of the 3s. Off the glass, up and in. Christina Nelson to cut the margin back to 7. Looking to play for 1 here.
There's coach calling that one shot signal. Wants the girls to be patient.
Kayla Davis picks up her 4th. So here's the 3 again. Mary has had the hot hand with 11 in the quarter, and there's 3 of them right there.
I tell you what, she was selected to the 2011 Team USA 16 and under, and they won the gold medal. So she has a little bit more experience of playing with top talent, and she's got some confidence behind her.
Kayla Davis, 4 fouls on the bench for the final 9.4 of the third, and probably a lot more than that. So once again, Jean Durden's going to have to manufacture something to come back from being down 7. Ball out of bounds. Maya Dillard last to touch it, 5.9 to go for 1 shot.
Oh man, good basketball.
Harry Mutombo, the easy 2.
I tell you what, that's because
a turnover.
This is called frustration. This is called frustration. But that last play underneath out of bounds, that's because Mary has been so successful these last couple possessions. When she came off that baseline screen, both defenders went with her, left her teammate wide open underneath the basket.
1.7, a catch and shoot situation for Lovett, up 9 as we near the end of the third quarter here at the Macon Coliseum. Going along with Mary. Why not another 3? Short, misses everything. She had the hot hand in the third quarter with 11 points. And Lovett is up 9 with 8 minutes to play here for the AA championship at the Macon Coliseum. Buford chasing after their 4th title in a row. Lovett chasing after their 1st. Who gets the girls' AA title? We'll have the answer when we come back to Macon for the 4th quarter on the great GPB.
Broadcast of this program is made possible in part by the following.
The Mabel Reader Foundation. The German Consulate in Atlanta, encouraging you to study German and to learn more about our diverse culture with much to discover in 2012. More information about Germany as an environmental leader and other current topics on the web at germany.info/Atlanta.
As a strong, stable bank, we're always looking for opportunities to boost the vitality of our communities by supporting local events and finding financial solutions for our customers in all economic times. Regions is proud to be a partner with Georgia Public Broadcasting in building a better Georgia.
Competing, learning, achieving. Sportsmanship builds character on the field and off. As leaders in our communities, Georgia's locally owned and operated electric membership corporations are proud to sponsor the Georgia High School Association and to help our student athletes become the leaders of tomorrow. Georgia's electric membership corporations, lighting the way.
It's the final stage of the game, and it's also time for Jane to choose a door. Help her out. What door should she pick? All right, so Jane, which door did you choose?
I think I'm going to go with door number 2.
Door number... Oh, wait a minute. It looks like it says right here that you never graduated high school, so none of these doors are available to you. That's it for Chance of a Lifetime. We'll see you next time. And that is what we're playing for. The girls' AA final. Buford chasing after their 4th in a row. They've got a big mountain to climb, down 9 in this battle of Region 6. A 19-10 Lovett run. The last 6 minutes of the third quarter puts us in the position we are right now. After 3 quarters, Lovett 35% from the field at 12 of 34. Buford 42% at 11 of 26. Kayla Davis playing with 4 fouls. Shot up, no good by Christina Nelson, but she goes to the line.
It was pretty good action coming out with the UCLA screen set there on Buford, and Davis coming off the ball screen set and then able to get it over top. Let's see if they can get 2 points out of that action.
Once again, you see Jean Durden. He's coaching the 4 players who are not shooting the free throw, while Nelson This is the first.
Again, setting up the press. All dead balls, all made baskets, free throw opportunities. Just trying to set his press, trying to get some turnovers so they can get some easy baskets.
25-7 coming into this game, but 5 of those losses for Buford were from teams out of state and nationally ranked. They put their team through the grinder. Gene Durden did that on purpose, and this will be their gut check right now, down 8 at the beginning of the 4th frame. Drive on the baseline, double team, turnover picked up by Maya Dillard, and a foul on the push. Looks like it's going to be on Kristen Johnson trying to defend.
There's 2 areas you don't want to dribble the ball against the press. That's crossing over half court because you now got 3 defenders, and then deep into the corner. Now she's got 4 defenders. She can't go to the baseline. She can't go to the sideline. You got 2 people there to trap. Good defense there for Buford.
Back comes Dillard on offense. 30 seconds in. Buford down 8. Kayla Davis with the basketball and 4 fouls. Looking to drive up and gets the roll.
It's a nice touch. It's a nice touch. Now you can see Buford extending their press. All made baskets again. Dead balls. Look for them to come into this 1-2-2 full court pressure.
And look who's at the top of the press. Carter and Davis. Dara in the middle of it. Lovett breaks it this time down. Taylor Brown looking to drive. Umeri, why not? Too much, though. Rebound, Jackson up and in.
The MVP of postseason, Jackson, just there to pick up the pieces and get some get a bucket.
39-31. Kayla Davis thinks about the 3 inside to Christina Nelson, looking to fire off the double team and does.
I tell you what, the defense collapsed. She was patient with the ball, was able to dribble, drop, step, and finish at the 2.
Back to a 6-point game, minute 20 in. Bounce pass to break the press. Andrea Carter hands in, Dara hands in. Lovett breaks it, will set up the offense. But Carter is now marking Taylor Brown. Brown, bounce pass into the paint. Turning down the jump shot and kicking it back out was Kristen Johnson.
Got a timeout coming there from Lovett. That's smart coaching. That's smart coaching because you didn't want the girls to get too rattled with the helter-skelter and the ball move around top side. Coach them a little bit, settle them down. Let's get a good percent shot.
So is that what this 30 is here for Liz Kennedy? Basically settling them down as we're a minute 35 in?
Exactly, because you can see how the defense is really starting to shift and rotate there for Buford, trying to get deflections and steals, especially in the half court. So Buford, they got to kick the ball into the right person's hands and then be patient because they got to attack the rim and get an easy basket just a little bit.
Okay, so then what's Gene Durden doing in this situation? Is he pretty much doing the same thing he's been doing every time there's a free throw, every time there's a 30? It's taking it a step at a time?
Exactly. He's going to try to press. They need turnovers. They need steals. They need to get buckets and transitions. So they want to get an easy steal, an easy basket, and they're going to trap you in the half court.
So let's see if once again Coach Golden is channeling Coach Durden. 6:23 to go, regulation. And I'm going to start using that word now. Regulation time. Lovett up 6.
There's the trap.
In the corner, Davis, Dara, alternate possession goes with Lovett this time around, but next time, with the way that this press is working, it's going to head the other way.
Exactly. I told you the 2 bad areas to actually catch the ball and dribble the ball and press is right after half court, and then they're in the dead corner.
Eason double teamed in the corner. Finds Jackson off the scramble. Almost a foul by Andrea Carter, and Umeri telling Taylor Brown to back it out to reset. Smart basketball there. Brown guarded by the taller Kayla Davis. Gives to Tatiana Jackson, guarded by Carter. Carter in Jackson's hip pocket and will be probably for the last 5:53. Brown dribbling out on the perimeter. And they call over and back, not touched by Carter.
That's Buford extending that defense. Again, I understand what Lovett's trying to do. Utilize little clock, but you still have to be able to attack. Use cutters going to the basket.
Two turnovers for Lovett in this corner. None in this quarter. None for Buford. Kayla Davis looking for the dribble drive off the glass and in.
They take the same play. You saw a ball screen. They thought the ball screen was going to come. She refused it. Was able to drive to the baseline. Great basketball.
Dara and Davis with 2 points on the press. Callie Case looking to harass as well. Timeout, Liz Kennedy. She's going to call a full this time because I think she thinks she needs that much time to get the point across now.
Well, here's the thing. There's no media timeout in the 4th quarter, so you got to rest these girls. Let them get well rested, rest their body and rest their mind, then come out. Let's set up a good press offense. Again, this drive to the baseline. There was no baseline help. They were scooping in for 2.
Left hand to Kayla Davis. So once again, that gets Buford to 39-35. And here's another look at it from up high.
Again, they thought the ball screen was going to come up top. She refused it, was able to drive to the baseline. Good finish.
And blows past Umeri. And there's Gene Durden talking shop. We've got a full timeout, and he's taking this a possession at a time.
What does he talk about? Deflections. Hands are up. I need your hands active in our zone press. We need to get deflections. We need to get steals. We don't need to gamble and allow them to get high, uncontested shots at the layup.
Fourth quarter field goals. Buford has not missed, hitting all three. Lovett, 1 of 2. But you translate that out, once again, that's 2 more field goals that have been made by Buford. And you think about their schedule that they had. The 2 Christmas tournaments, Mater Dei, Incarnate Word, St. John's College Prep, St. Mary's, Germantown Academy, and Riverdale. They went 2-5 against nationally ranked competition, and they didn't have Andrea Carter. And set them up for positions in times like this when they're down in the fourth quarter.
There's that trap. Bad position.
Off of Carter. Umeri touched it, Carter touched it, out of bounds, stays with Lovett. Inbound to Umeri. Brings it back out to Eason, guarded by Callie Case. There's Taylor Brown, Kayla Davis. Robertson, Jackson and Carter, and out of bounds stays with Lovett.
Now Lovett now, because it's a little bit more better pressure from Buford. Spread it out. Take your post out of the area, out of the paint. Now you can penetrate and make plays, but you can't allow your post to be there at the high post because it's very tough.
Eason double teamed by Dara and Davis in the backcourt. Double team in the corner. Jackson gets out of trouble. Once again, thinking about things. Lovett working the perimeter. Jackson, long entry pass for the easy baseline jumper.
Exactly. They spread it out, forced Buford to gamble just a little bit, caught him slipping, was able to throw it over the top for the easy 2.
4.5 to go regulation. 41-35 Lovett. Kayla Davis looking to drive off the screen from Dara. Callie Case tries to save it, out of bounds. It does. Gene Durden trying to call a timeout with the scrum on the floor. Alternate possession stays with Buford.
Talk about Lovett. How can they win this game? Being patient with the basketball. Look, the defense actually gets sleepy. Was able to throw it over top for the easy 2.
And let's see what Buford can do on the return possession. Kayla Davis sets up for a 3. Rim, no good. Rebound. Foul on the inside as Christina Nelson went for the rebound.
I tell you what, Jackson is all over the place. She's scoring on the offensive end. Now she's starting to rebound like she's one of the big girls down low. She's being aggressive. She wants to take home the goal.
Second foul for Nelson. And there's your pressure again. Dara, Davis, Case. The top 3 in this 2-1-2 intercepted Dara. Dara to Davis with the fake and the easy 2.
Again, they're going to press. Make baskets, dead balls. They're going to press. You got to be able to handle it, get it over the court.
Jackson to Umeri, driving baseline, and a foul as she went past.
Now, the easy way to attack a press is actually with the pass because the dribble is not as quick as the pass. But once you get a good opportunity, attack. Don't pull it back out. Attack the rim, and you could get yourself to the free throw line or easy layup.
Foul on Andrea Carter. Maya Dillard in. Emily Adams in. Christina Nelson out for Buford. Eason guarded by the smaller Dillard. Jackson picked up by Case. 3:40 in counting regulation. Dribble drive, picked up, out of control, but back out top. Eason didn't see Taylor Brown, but finally did. Now they're playing catch. Once again, it's Eason and Dillard going at it. 3:27 in counting. Pass this side to Taylor Brown, picked up by Kayla Davis. Corner, Umeri thinks about the 3, thinks better of it, kicks it back out. Once again, passing on the perimeter with your pressure contain that you talked about.
Well, now they put a little bit more pressure because they want to force a 5-second count. You can watch the officials with this count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But there's the person that wants the ball in her hands, Jackson. They got to get the ball to Jackson because she's the one that can create for Lovett.
3 minutes to go now. Lovett working the perimeter, working clock, working time, which is Buford's enemy as they chase after a 4th title. Umeri thinks about the jumper. doesn't take a shot after the pass was Kristen Johnson. Ball on the inside. Jackson picks it up in the scrum and gets the 2.
Exactly. The ball is coming right to Jackson. She's in the right place at the right time.
17 for Jackson. The margin's back to 6 as we get to 2.5 minutes to go regulation. Kayla Davis thinks 3, takes 3. Back of the rim, no good. Bodies crashing on the inside. Looks like it's going to be on Mackenzie Darrah.
From here on out, for the next 2 minutes and 31 seconds, there's one name we're going to say. Jackson. Action Jackson. She's all over the place.
There you go. Here's your look on that last bucket. Entry pass, deflection, easy 2.
Miss Jackson is knowing how to headhunt the basketball. She's doing a good job.
2.5 and counting regulation, 43-37. Buford pressing practically the entire fourth quarter to try to trim the margin that is, except for one short period of time, been something that they've had to battle all day. 3-pointer up, no good. Rebound, stick back is up and in, Kristen Johnson.
See, when you press, and especially in the half court, you start to trap all over the place. You're going to give easy setback, putback opportunities, and that's exactly what happened.
Coming up on 2 minutes now. The margin back to 8. Kayla Davis, spin move, off the glass, count it, and a foul.
That's what she's an All-American. That's what she's an All-American. Now, let's be realistic. She's not playing 100%. She's hurt. She's banged up. She's got a bad shoulder. She's got bad knees. But she's talented. And I think she's going to do a good job of taking this team and trying to put them on her back. Just going isolate one-on-one, using a dribble drop step, trying to get 2.
3-point play. They didn't count the bucket, so it's, yeah, they did count the bucket. Okay, here we go. 45-40 at the 2:01 mark. Substitutions again for Buford. Now Jean Durden going offense, defense substitutions.
Watch the hard trap. Watch the hard trap.
On the point. Case, Nelson, Carter intercepted. Buford, Andrea Carter stripped. Coming out with it, Lovett in transition. The pass into the paint for the easy 2.
Oh my gosh, I tell you what, that was textbook basketball. Solid defense there from Lovett, but coming back at him and getting the 2 points in transition.
Minute 35 in regulation. Maya Dillard thinks baseline jumper shot was partially blocked. Lovett comes out with it. Johnson with the basketball, giving it to Erica Eason. Once again, 3 bodies up front for Buford, looking to trap and or foul. Carter knocks it away, but it's picked back up for Lovett, down to a minute 15. Looking to spread things out. Umeri has the ball poked out from behind, out of bounds by Andrea Carter. Sticks with Lovett.
I tell you what, Buford's doing a good job. Here's a trap, the back tip. Got to capitalize. Tell you what, Jackson is everywhere. Look at Jackson, and then coming down here offensively. Bam, attacking the rim. That's a good job by Lovett and being aggressive here late in the 1 minute and 13 to go.
Entry into the paint, shots blocked, but the follow-up's another easy 2 for Kristen Johnson. The margin's back to 9 with a minute to go.
Sometimes the ball just falls your way, and Lovett is in the right place at the right time.
And Jean Durden calls a timeout because he wants to think about this last 61 seconds. And you want to talk about a mountain, it's 49-40. You're talking about, right now, 49-40. Buford looking to go for that 4th straight championship, to join a very elite class. It would be the 6th team in the history if they get that 4th in a row. That's an elite group, and Jean Durden has to be down 9 to 61 seconds to do it. And once again, it's going to have to be possession at a time. But remember, Kayla Davis, 4 fouls and only 1 timeout left for Buford. And what's the Lovett story here?
Well, see, Lovett is going to, what they're going to do is a couple things. They're going to be a little bit more patient. I want to hold the ball, and actually, because they're going to foul you. You're going to go for the steal. Be strong with the basketball. They're going to foul you. Let's hit our free throws. Let's take this championship home.
How do you keep from not looking at the clock in this situation?
Well, sometimes players get caught up in just playing the game. And I tell you, there's one player on the court from Lovett that's not going to allow that to happen. It's Jackson.
So let's see how much action Jackson has. She has 17 of Lovett's points. Rumani has 13. Johnson has 12, most of them on the inside. Mackenzie Darrah, 3, misses everything. Goes for the save, Andrea Carter, but they call it a turnover.
Well, she stepped out of bounds there. Just Darrah not having her legs underneath her. Didn't touch rim there on their 3 attempts.
Pressure and foul, down to about 45 seconds, and there's your pressure and the foul by Andrea Carter.
Exactly right. Again, Jackson is the one. She's going to put this team on her back, hit these free throws, put them up by 11.
You can see a little concern, but they're also ready to celebrate. You don't really want to count it until you hit 0-0. Front end of the 1-and-1 is missed, but Buford's going to have to work quickly. Andrea Carter looking to drive, picked by Dara off the glass, up and in.
That's the way to attack. Force a defense to not foul you.
And that's what Durden's trying to have him do, is foul quickly, and that's what Mackenzie Dara does. And we've spotted someone who's about 10 rows up, and he's got probably one of the largest powder blue Lovett t-shirts in the stands that you will ever find. Number 15, Carrie Mutombo's dad, Dikembe Mutombo, is in the house, and we've seen him. He has to sit on the aisle because he's so big. First free throw up and in for Tatiana Jackson.
He probably had the 5X large t-shirt coming down to the games, huh?
Concern on the Proud Papa's face in the stands. Concern on the Lovett bench. Free throw back up to 9 with 30 seconds to go. Andrea Carter, Kayla Davis, 3-point. It rims out, no good. Rebound on the inside. Kristen Johnson, pass away. Jackson all alone. Will Taylor Brown seal it?
Oh, that's smart
basketball.
basketball.
About it, pulls it back. Kayla Davis picks up her 5th foul.
That's smart basketball.
There's the Proud Papa right there. Kayla Davis fouls out with 16.5 seconds to go. One of the most highly touted juniors in the country, coming back for her senior season.
I'm looking across. I see Antonio Davis standing up. I see Mutombo keep looking down at him.
First free throw up, no good on the front end of the 1-and-1. Buford's got to work even faster now, down 9. Andrea Carter looking to drive and perhaps draw a foul. Shot up, no good. Lovett once again trying to get out of traffic. Foul Mackenzie Dara, and in the tailgate party, we're going to have the Proud Papas with the second-generation athletes. So then do we go ahead and say that no one allowed in the house of Mutombo and the house is moved to the Macon Coliseum?
I think it's time to wave the finger, baby. Not here in our house.
So we will have Davis and Mutombo in the tailgate party live when this game finishes up. First free throw up and in for Tatiana Jackson. And it is now a 10-point ball game with 6.5 seconds left. And there's Carey right now, 15, standing in the paint. Just came into the ball game, and there's your emotion right there for Lovett's first time ever. 6.4 seconds away. Free throw off the rim, no good. Normally you sit there and you say, have you ever? No, I never. Lovett can finally say that they have their first ever state championship. First ever Final Four for Lovett. First ever championship appearance for Lovett. First ever title for the Lovett Lions. When we come back, more from the girls AA championship, the trophy presentation with Mark Harmon, and we're going to prepare for the rest of the day here at the Centerplex. Lovett, your first time champs in AA on GPB.
GP